Hello guys, it's Risky here. I made a few videos on this channel, but nothing much, and I'm ready to be consistent on YouTube now. I'm going to be a new YouTuber starting off now. You guys will know me in a few years, but I'm going to be making sports content, some gaming, and I hope you guys will watch and comment down below what you guys would like to see. But for my first video here, we need to talk about James Harden and start giving some fault towards James Harden. I am a James Harden fan. It's hard to see the jersey, but we need to start blaming him for some of the playoff losses that happened throughout the years. In my opinion, we need to stop calling him a top 5 player. He's not a top 5 player anymore. After looking at what he has done in the playoffs for the past few years, we need to stop giving him that type of superstar status. He is a superstar, don't get me wrong, but I would not put him in the top 5 player. Top 10, I would say definitely. But to be a top 5 player, you have to kind of show what you can do in the playoffs. Now, I'm gonna give a few examples here. My number one example is definitely going to have to be what has happened with the Bucks here. Like, come on. We're gonna be looking at basically ever since he came back. He was injured, I wanna say games 2, 3, and 4, or 3 and 4. But we're gonna look at game 5, which I know he was still hurt. He was still hurt, don't get me wrong. But we still need to talk about we still need to kind of address what happened. Okay? Shot 1 for 10 from the field right here. Shot 1 for 10. 0 for 8 from 3. Made free throws, but I guess 4 turnovers, which could be worse. 8 assists, 6 total rebounds, 5 points. That's the game when he was still hurt, still playing 45 minutes. I could understand why he might have not have played great that game or even good that game. We're going to go to game 6 where we are going to go to game 6 here where he still had more time to rest. He was still hurt, of course, but he had more time to rest. You guys could tell right here where he obviously played less minutes. Shot better, 5 for 6. Shot better from 3. Missed 2 free throws. Had assists, still 4 turnovers. But you know what they say, like, the more days go on when you're hurt, the better you get, right? So that means your play should get better, right? That's what I was thinking. Let's look at game 7. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like I'm gonna keep it a stack 50 with y'all. Okay? I'm gonna keep it a stack 50 with y'all. I had the Bucks in the series. I put that on everything. I had the Bucks in 6 because they have way better defense, and I know Kyrie or Harden are gonna be inconsistent. They aren't gonna be on their game all the time. So let's take a look at game 7. Where is James Harden? You can't hide much longer. There's the villain. I already know people are gonna say, but he played 53 minutes, but he was still hurt. You suited up. You went on that court and decided to play. You have to know the consequences that could come with that. Oh, maybe I could re-injure. Maybe I'll just won't play as good and I'll make the team worse. And I already know people are gonna say Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown, by the numbers, he had a good game, but when you watch, he just looks scared out there. And also Joe Harris. I'm not gonna. This isn't a Joe Harris video. I don't think people have that high expectations. Joe Harris, which he did have a bad game, but we are gonna talk about James Harden here. In this game, he was the biggest liability on the team. Actually, on the court. This is one of the worst playoff games I have ever seen from a player, from a superstar. And I already know people are gonna bring, oh, what about this game from this player, that and that. No, this was a terrible game because there wasn't one thing that he was good at. Look at his shooting. 5 from 17, shot 29% from the field. From the field. 2 for 12 from 3. That's 17%. I'll round up for him. He needs the percentage to be better. I'll round up. I mean, he made free throws good, I guess. Rebounding wasn't bad, but a lot of them were open rebounds. 9 assists, but he had. If you look at the turnovers and say, oh, 4 turnovers, not bad. When you actually see the situations that those turnovers were in, I remember he had 2 turnovers in, like, I think the final 5 minutes that were very bad. I think one of them was off someone's shoe, or no, not off someone's shoe, it was, like, near someone's shoe, I forget. But by watching the game, you should know that he played terrible. That was such a terrible game. Don't let the 22, 9, and 8, or no, I mean, a 9, my bad, confuse and make you think that he played a good game. He played terrible. The only reason why those stats are somewhat good is because he played again right here. Let's get it right here. 53 minutes. 53 minutes. Okay? Now, we're going to go back to 2018. So here in 2018, you had the Rockets versus the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals. I think most people remember this. This went all the way to Game 7. This was a series that I think a lot of people were surprised. This is a series when Chris Paul got hurt and everyone was talking, "Oh my gosh, well if Chris Paul played, they could have went to the finals, yada yada yada." And I think people also forget that Harden did not play good in this series. Let me try to find the percentage. It shot 24% from 3, 52% from the field, which isn't too bad. When you look at the points and you look at the assists and everything, you're like, "Oh my gosh, he actually did play pretty." No. He did not play. He did not play good this series. Let's go look at the most important game, Game 7. Let's look at Game 7, the most important game of the series. Now here we go, Game 7, the most important game of the series. Let me remind you that. Well, where is it? Okay, Harden shot 41% from the field, 21 of 29. Oh, here it is, here it is. 2 for 13 from 3. We all know that meme where it's like when they needed you most, you disappeared, or remember that, you guys know that shit. Harden lives by that. And I already know, I've had this argument with many people. What about Trevor Ariza, who shot over 12 and 0 for 9, which I'm not going to sit here and tell you that that's great or good. That's terrible. What about Eric Gordon, who shot 2 for 12? What about there was another player I thought, my bad. I understand that they shot 16% from 3. But when you are the leader of a team, you are one of the best players in the league, you need to step up. You need to step up or show up. You need to do something. You need to do something out there. Harden. Harden, you needed to step up. When they needed you most, you left. Come on, man. 15%. Again, free throws. I mean, they're free throws. They're free. Damn, Ben Simmons should fucking take that shit to heart. But yeah, 32 with 5 turnovers again, which could be honestly be worse. And I'm not really gonna use turnovers as that much of an argument, mostly because he is the ball handler. I understand that he is the ball handler. He's going to get trapped in certain situations and make bad decisions. But I would say anything above 6 and above, I would basically start taking fault at him. But the main reason I'm trying to say is his shooting. His shooting in these games are terrible. He needs to show up or shut up. And the thing that I hate about Harden the most is, especially looking the Bucks Nets game 7, whenever he doesn't show up or he's having a bad game, it looks like he doesn't care. That, just plain and simple. I remember seeing times where I saw him walking to the bench and he would either be laughing or just, do the shirt thing, and he's just looking down. He doesn't look mad at all that he had a bad game. He doesn't look pissed off, doesn't look sad at all, like, "Oh, damn, like we're about to go home. Damn, I really could have played better." No, there isn't any care on his face. I think we all know that video where it's Chris Paul and Harden, they're going at each other on the sideline where Harden slaps Chris Paul's hand. And now that video's starting to reoccur, like, "Oh, who was the main problem?" And I see people saying the Warriors were the main problem. No. No, we're not getting into this. Harden is the main problem. Harden has had great teams and great players in the past and could not have won. That is his fault. That is his fault. We are seeing guys like Trae Young have a better playoff performance, better playoff games, better playoff series than James Harden has ever had. Donovan Mitchell in the bubble, I know it was the bubble, but when he had those 250-point games, those were better than anything Harden has put up in the playoffs, and we'll look at that soon. Trust me. But you know what? My people, some people might say, okay, let's look at Game 6, where they did get blown out again, which is partially Harden's fault. Look at this. Shot 42% from the field, 33 from 3. Had 9 turnovers this game. Harden, 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 Harden. I used to be a fan. I, I can't defend you anymore, bro. I can't. I can't. Bro, like, this game Houston wins. Let's see how they won. Let's see. Did Harden go off this game? I totally forget about the series if you guys want me to be honest. Had 19 points. Shot 0 for 11 from 3 and 5 for 21 from the field, shooting 24%. What were you doing out there, bro? It was like PJ Tucker last night in the Suns and Bucks game. Was that game 4? Yeah, wait. Yeah, that was game 4. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Which we'll talk about soon. Yeah. But I also Cliff Paul was also playing this. He doesn't deserve Chris Paul anymore. After that game last night, Cliff Paul. Cliff Paul. It's sad. I loved him. But next, 2019. 2019. Ooh. I I I have vivid memories of this one. We're gonna start by the last game, Game 6, and see what could have happened. Harden got Harden shooting 11 to 25, shooting 44%. Actually, didn't have too bad of a game. Okay, but let's just check. Let's go back and check out his series numbers. Okay, so let's look at his series numbers here. Shot 35%, shot 34, where 23 turnovers, which could have been worse. But this series he didn't play terrible. This was the year when the Warriors were listen, we all knew they were gonna win if it wasn't for the Raptors. We all know. We all know I mean not the Raptors injuries, my bad. We all knew they were gonna win if it wasn't for injuries. Of course I don't like saying what ifs and shit, but I think we all would have known that. Harden didn't shoot great again. 35% could have been better again. But this is the main thing that I wanted to look at. You see me? We locking eyes? Good. I wanted to look at his playoff game log. We're gonna I'm gonna start from mostly like 2016, 2017 when he kind of signified himself as a superstar in the league and as a great player. So let's take a look at that. Strip Club Harden. That's my new nickname for him. Okay, so we're gonna start on 2016. Let's just look at these games. Let's just look at field goal percentage. Let's just look down here. Look at this middle column right here. 37, 37, 42, which I'll give to him. 31 and 52. 52 good, but 30, 30, 30. You got three games of 30% from the field. Let's look at 3-point percentage because like he's such a great 3-point shooter. He has great range. He's very consistent. Let's just check out what it was. Couldn't be bad. See, 60%. I'm telling you guys, couldn't be bad. Then you got 13%. No, 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 no. That was an off game. That isn't hard. Let's keep going. 29%. You know what? He probably just had like 2 bad games. You feel me? Like just 2 bad games. 25. He had 43%. See, that's what we wanted from Harden. Yeah. Yeah. And then let's go 2017. Okay. Okay, 46. Okay, we seen this 46, 42. 54. Okay, they're easily going to win this series, right? Like they're easily going to win this. And then 31, 32. But it's probably because they're double teaming him because how good he is. Like, of course. Okay, he started out a little shaky with 27%. And then look, he went off with 43%. Of course, James Harden's that's just that great. Then 33%, which he probably had a bad game then. 0. Oh wait, he probably didn't take many shots. And then 15%. But you know what? He was still young here, so he probably still needed to, get better by himself. You feel me? And then the next series, you got 30, 37, 22, 39, 36, 27, and 22. You know what? His team just wasn't good. Let's just go 2018. Man, 2018 is not really important. But you know what? Only gets better. Look, 40. 46, and then 15. And then you got five. Oh, okay. He had 50%. Okay, and then you got 25. Harden, what the fuck? Honestly, bro, what the fuck are you doing, bro? Like dead ass. I remember I got this I think in 2017 2017 Christmas. I was excited. That's when I started getting into basketball heavily. I was into it mixed before, but I was like, you know what? I'm gonna commit to basketball. And I was excited. You were such a fun player to watch. I loved you so much. What the fuck, bro? And I know some of these playoff games were during like when I started watching him and shit, but it's hard to watch him more now. Like, this is why Harden's not a top 5 player to me. Harden, top shooting guard all time. That might be a different video. I might have to discuss that with actual more evidence. This was just a quick video. But James, 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 James. Come on, man. I'm severely disappointed in you, man. But that's gonna wrap up this video. I hope you guys liked it a lot. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please please subscribe. We are begging right here. Please. Please. But yeah, if you guys want any other player, please comment down. But thank you. I appreciate it. And we out.